You remember earlier I said I had wondered why they didn't do anything when there were so many of them and they easily could have overpowered Frankenstein? As it turns out, the sheer number of people in the room was actually working against me. Psychologists call this diffusion of responsibility. It turns out, as strange as this may seem, that the more people that witness a wrongful act, the less likely they are to do anything about it. When we're alone, or even better, with a good friend, seeing something wrongful go on, we're the only people that can stop it. But as soon as there are other people in the room, there's someone else who can do something about it. And like it or not, we're undergoing evaluation apprehension, which is a really fancy way of saying we're weighing up the risks against the rewards of stepping forward. And the risks are pretty obvious, right? Because even an unarmed attacker, an unarmed rapist, could punch you. So there's the risk of physical harm. But more than that, there's the risk of later retribution. Because what if one of my bandmates had stepped forward and been alone? Well, Frankenstein could have kicked her out of the band. And as I said, not a lot of options for women at all in the music industry, let alone for teenage girls. 3 of the people worked for him. He could have fired them. And even for the other few people that were still in the room at that point, that didn't know him, he had something they didn't: access to the music industry, this private club that so many people in LA wanted to be part of. Plus, there's another risk of stepping forward, and it sounds really petty in the context of a possible sexual assault, but it's huge. We don't want to look foolish in front of a group of people, even strangers. You know, because we're starting to listen to that little voice in our head that says, well, what if I'm wrong? What if this isn't what I think it is? And also, that same feeling, well, everybody else is okay with this. They're going to laugh at me. Social banishment, all of these things. And so when you add up these things, physical harm, later retribution, looking foolish, what is it going to take to get the rewards of stepping forward to where they at least are equal to the risks? Pretty much it takes somebody we care an incredible amount for. A child, a sibling, a significant other, maybe a really, really good friend. But the bandmate you've only known for a few weeks, the one you're not even sure is good enough to be in the band, I never had a chance that night.